Howdy and welcome to my channel. I decided to make a video category called Channel Updates. In Channel Updates videos, I will talk about and show things pertaining to the channel, including behind the scenes information. The videos will be numbered so I can make easy reference to them from other videos. And I'll try to keep these videos short. Yeah, like that's going to happen. As always, check my tigermultimedia.com site and then the blog area for a link to this PowerPoint in PDF. I have had a few requests to mention what equipment and software I use to make YouTube videos. So for this first one, I'll cover video and audio equipment and then the software that I use for this channel. In the past, I've been making videos in HD, 720p, and 1080, both I and P. All of my videos are in 16:9 aspect ratio. And this is just the ratio of the horizontal to vertical dimensions of the image, as shown with the little blue box I put up there. I plan to start filming, yeah, I know this is video, in ultra high definition. Ooh, ultra high definition, 2160p, which also known as 4K, but not to be confused with Cinema 4K. For many years, I've been using Panasonic equipment, and I like it a lot for video. The SD60 has a nice little small video camera, but can only do a 1080i at 60 frames per second. And a while back, I purchased the camera on the right there. That's the ZS40, which is an 18 megapixel camera, and it offers video in 1080p at 60 frames per second. A small negative is that neither camera has a removable lens. So a few weeks ago, I got the Panasonic G7, which can also do ultra high definition 4K, and it has removable lenses along with external stereo microphone inputs. It's a mirrorless 4/3 camera and is definitely optimized for doing videos, but also does an acceptable job with stills. With changeable lenses, I've also purchased an extension tube set for macros, and you can see in this slide that these devices pass the electrical signals for the camera. I've tried the 10mm, and I believe I can almost see the valence electrons in the semiconductors. Well, almost. This should be a great for PC board close-ups. Also, the camera's pretty small and lightweight, so I think I'll be able to put it in front of me for adding more natural shots of the equipment and circuits. This also gives me an extra camera, the ZS40, for B-roll shots. Here's a simple graphic showing the resolutions I shoot in. Starting in the near future, all the videos will be shot in ultra high definition, but down converted to 1080p and uploaded to YouTube in 1080p. That may sound a bit strange, but doing some research, most viewers don't have K monitors, including myself. And it seems from going from 1080p to 2160p, there's not as big a difference as or improvement that might be expected. Also, I wanted the UHD for another reason. Since I do all my own filming, 4K allows me to pan and zoom much better in post, and that can be a big help, for example, when looking at PC boards. I also use several applications in my videos that do not support 4K at this time. Of course, in the future, it does allow me to upload in 4K. So occasionally, you might see ultra high definition, and if so, it's just me kind of playing around. Another area for improvement, of course, is in the audio sections. I completely agree with many people that say good audio quality is very important, and I know there's been studies and surveys where an audience would tolerate poor video quality than they would with poor audio quality. Most of my audio is 2-channel mono and occasionally stereo. I can also do Dolby Stereo and Dolby 5.1 surround sound, but don't worry, you won't hear me coming from all sides. That would be kind of creepy. I plan to stay with mono and basic stereo for now. I have been using a Sony wireless lapel and Audio-Technica shotgun microphones for all the lab shots that I do for audio. And for voiceover, I've been using a Blue Yeti microphone, and I really like all three of these microphones, and they've been serving me very well. Having said that, I'm planning on changing the lapel microphone, and that will require a new audio project video. More on that in an upcoming video. Here are two head-worn mics. The Pyle Pro there is less than $20 US dollars, so it should be interesting to see how good it sounds. Both of those mics are going to feed Zoom recorders, and then the audio will be synced with the video in a nonlinear editor. Okay, taking a look now at the software side here. The software I use for my NLE is Adobe Premiere Pro CS6. And I do most of my audio and video work in this application. I rate myself as a novice in this software and in the applications that are going to follow. Many of my graphics and photos for both videos and my website are handled in Photoshop. Really nice program. Again, I know very little about it, just enough to get by. Audio is usually done in Adobe Premiere, and when I get myself into trouble, I use Adobe Audition. I had a 4 kilohertz whine in one of my videos, and I was able to notch it out, that particular noise, in Audition, so I didn't have to redo 10 minutes of the audio, which was very nice. I use Camtasia Studio for all my screen captures and callouts, and then I output the results as an MPEG-4 into Adobe Premiere for final processing. And this has been very handy. That's where you see I circle things in red, for example, and I can have animated arrows and things. So I like that. I use PowerPoint for many of my presentation graphics, like now, for instance. And as you can see in this slide, I usually draw schematic diagrams. I used to do the schematic symbols directly in PowerPoint, but they just don't scale very well. So I have an old copy of Visio that does a better job, and that's also from Microsoft, but still has a lot of things that I don't like. So these are the main pieces of my equipment and software that I use to produce my videos, and hope that answers the questions of a few viewers. So to recap, I hope to use dual cameras and record the main camera in 4K with new audio mics and recorders. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thank you for watching.